Howdy do there, guys! So, a new HBO TV show has just been announced yesterday. I'm excited, people are excited, and of course they are. But you might be wondering, how could a TV show based on The Last of Us look like? Just imagine a live-action version of a clicker. So let's get right into the video and discuss the 3 most probable ideas for the upcoming The Last of Us TV show.
I struggled for a long time with surviving. And no matter what, you keep finding something to fight for.
In the game, there's 20 years that pass, and we know nothing about them. The only thing we really know is that Tess met Joel at some point. They became smugglers, blah blah blah. Okay, good. We want more. We want to know more. How Joel turned from a loving and caring father to a corrupted, selfish, and disgusting version of himself, almost resembling Rick Grimes. Could this then finally also be the first good zombie TV show after The Walking Dead? I mean, seriously, how has the TV industry not been able to create any good zombie apocalypse show other than The Walking Dead? It shouldn't be that hard. Okay, now back to the scenario. In this setting, we could finally find out how Joel met Tess, how they met Bill, how Tess, Joel, and Bill together became smugglers, the stories that they had to tell, and maybe also the story between Bill and Frank. How Frank killed himself, and yeah. Then again, there is some mystery to that story, so maybe we wouldn't want to see that in a TV show. Other stories maybe could also be reactions of people to maybe seeing a runner, which is the first version of zombies in that game, to then seeing a runner evolving into a stalker and then into a clicker. And lastly, I think very interesting would be the fact that we could finally find out how Joel became a hunter, his brother Tommy became a firefly, and maybe the struggles that they had in between themselves because of that. Now, even though that would be a very interesting setting, I think the show could go into more interesting scenarios. One of them would be this.
You can still do the right thing here. She won't.
This idea evolves around the perspective of, well, Joel, Tess's, and Ellie's enemies. In every episode, you would be going through the story of a new Firefly. Maybe also people that are not Fireflies, but definitely people that are opposed to Joel and his group. Therefore, whatever the story is, no matter how connected you get to the people in the story, be it Jessica, be it Michael, whatever the names are, by the end of that episode, by the end of the 45 minutes, they get killed by Joel, Tess, or Ellie. So every time you then replay The Last of Us, you go ahead and you think to yourself, did I just kill Michael? Did I just kill Jessica? Whatever. And I think that would be very special. And of course, maybe the season finale would be you in the story of, well, Marlene. And how that ends, we all know. Now, even though these are all interesting takes on where the show could be going, my personal favorite would be this one.
Be done with this whole damn thing.
After all we've been through. Everything that I've done. It can't be for nothing.
It would take place just right after The Last of Us game, and I also think this is the most probable one to take place. Why? First of all, there's Ellie in it. It's the only one where Ellie would also be as a main character in it. From my ideas, at least. And there's no way that they're gonna make a The Last of Us TV show without Ellie. Without Ellie, there's barely any game. I mean, let's be honest, she is the heart of the game. So where would this take of the TV show go? Well, first we would definitely be living in Tommy's settlement. So in Tommy's settlement is where they go to at the end of the game. It would mostly look like maybe Alexandria in The Walking Dead, but probably not as civilized since there are 20 years that have passed by that time, and in The Walking Dead it's not been that long yet. Well, at least, I don't want to spoil anything for The Walking Dead, so I'm not going to say anything anymore. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah, you'll be living with Tommy together in his settlement. You would be going through Ellie's struggle with herself, with her survivor's guilt. This could create some very interesting episodes, and also some very intense and deep episodes as well. Going with Ellie on a supply run, and then her realizing that every runner that is alive, every clicker, everything, now is because of her. Her, now having already found out that Joel lied to her, Everyone is struggling in their lives right now because she was not able to be cured, or at least to be examined. She was not able to be killed, let's put it this way. And this would be very interesting, but also very heartbreaking to watch. At the same time, we could also go with Joel through his struggles. We could watch how he, in his whole life, how he turned from a loving father again into this corrupted version of himself. How he has realized that Sarah cannot be replaced. Maybe also storylines where the Fireflies try to retrieve Ellie once again, or just try to kill her because of revenge, let's be honest. It could happen. And the last things that would also be very nice to see would maybe be how maybe there might be new forms of zombies. And maybe, just maybe, we get to see how Joel finally teaches Ellie how to play the guitar, just how he promised. Now, these are the 3 main ideas I had. There are obviously a lot more. I'll quickly get to them. But before that, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. This is not the video that I'm supposed to bring out this week. There's a new video coming out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. This is just something that I had in mind on doing. I heard about the announcement yesterday, so I thought, come on, I'll just put this quickly together and bring it out. And now let's get into some honorable mentions. First, the show could go into the direction of The Last of Us Left Behind, the DLC. It would be interesting, but let's be honest, too small of a story. Other than that, we could also go in the direction of maybe Fear the Walking Dead, maybe like we follow a survival group or a family. Either it'll be throughout the timeline of the game, or throughout the beginning of the outbreak, which we haven't seen before, at least not in The Last of Us. Maybe, of course, the show could just be an adaptation, which would be awful. I mean, come on. The game itself is cinematic enough. We don't need a TV show based on the story. We already got that. We just need more stories. We just need new stories, new perspectives. But that's it. Now, I don't think they would make a show about it, but maybe a few episodes about Henry and Sam. And lastly, after Joel gets badly hurt, he and Ellie stay in the winter sheltered. And maybe a few episodes could also look into that. Now again, I think that the most likely would be the 20-year gap or after the first The Last of Us. The problem with the 20-year gap is that there is no Ellie in there, so I don't think they would do that. Now either way, I'm excited. I'm a bit skeptical because of, well, this and this and this. But hey, Neil Druckmann is also working on it, so that makes me a bit less worried, but I'm still not 100% settled. But hey, we'll see. We'll see. We never know. It could be amazing, but until then, we're gonna have to wait. The second game is coming out very soon. I'm gonna make videos about that. You can be sure about it. And yeah, that's about it. See you guys soon. Actually, see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, see ya!